First things first, find Sophia. We'll start doing this right.
We don't normally take in strangers.
One of the most impressive new talked about shows on TV these days is The Walking Dead, a program about a policeman who wakes in a hospital from a coma only to find the world has been taken over by zombies or walkers. With the popularity of the TV series, toy maker Todd McFarlane has been commissioned to create his sculpture-like action figures for The Walking Dead. McFarlane has created likenesses from AC/DC to Kiss to Janis Joplin and the Beatles, and he also has a sports line of figures. For The Walking Dead, he not only has the license for the comic book, but also convinced the TV show to license figures through him as well. McFarlane talked about the challenges of making two versions.
Here's sort of the simple version. With the TV, I mean, those are real actors, real zombies. I mean, all of that exists in our world. So my job now is to make it as accurate as possible, right? The comic book one, Robert's given us more latitude to make our interpretation of what is on a piece of paper, because it's only a flat drawing and there is no 3D model of any of it. So you have to sort of make it up a little bit in sort of your own mind's eye to get to the end result of it. So one is just nailing it, and the other one is sort of making it up, and that's going to really be the biggest difference.
Todd also showcased some of the features of the figures.
Each one of the zombies, whether it's for the comic book or whether it's for the TV show, is going to come up with some kind of goofy function. The comic book ones, you can take them apart, you can split them apart, you can take apart the guts and all that other stuff. One of them has this exploding head. You put the brains down, you push a button and it explodes up through it. It's really cool. This guy, I don't know if you can get focus on it. You got focus?
I'm there.
This is our deer-eating zombie biter. So he's the zombie biter. And then the other thing we were able to do, we were able to get a handful of the actual actors and actresses come in, and we were able to scan their faces so we could get as accurate. And this is what we were talking about earlier. I mean, instead of making it look like the actor Norman, who plays Daryl Dixon in the show, trying to look at a picture and make it, why don't we actually just use his face and use the technology that's in front of us? So he came in and we scanned his face, and now it looks just like him, because that's actually a wireframe of him that we used using this technology that we have.
So have any of the actors from the show seen the figures, and what was the feedback?
Yeah. Well, Norman went to the premiere in LA, and he was on the red carpet, just like we are at the red carpet. And I snuck up behind him, and I had the crossbow in there, so he looked even tougher. And I went dun 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 dun, and he went, "Oh my gosh, my boy is gonna love it." Because this is the one thing that actors get. They all have nephews and nieces and sons and daughters, and being a toy is kind of cool, especially when your kids are young, right? Because you can only give away so many DVDs to people, and if you give a DVD to people, they have to go, Norman or Andrew Lincoln, who plays Sheriff Grime. Andrew, you stand there. I'm going to go and put this in, and give me 2 hours. I'm going to watch it, and then I'll get back to you. But if you give them something that's 3D, they can play with it, they can mess around with it, and then they can put it up on the shelf, and they never have to put it away. A DVD you have to put away. A toy you can always have out and just sort of, it's kind of like a little trophy, right?
The Walking Dead, the TV show, airs on AMC on Sunday nights. It's based on the long-running comic book by Robert Kirkman. The comic figure Series 1 is currently in stores or available through McFarlane's Spawn website. The TV figures are set to be released and available as of November 11th.